If you want to see a bunch of first impressions of Urban Decay products, including some products from the Stoned collection, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and oh, I've already started. I have some stuff on my face that is Urban Decay product already. I wanted to have a little something on my face before starting the video, so I do have a couple of products. The foundation that I'm wearing is Cover FX. It's actually some cream contour products and also some Tarte contour products, so I didn't really use anything as far as the base product from Urban Decay other than the Grip Primer. And it is one of the 10 samples that I received from the pretty significant Urban Decay haul I did recently. And if you haven't seen it, I will put it right there, or if you want to reference it, whichever. But I do have this on my face this morning. And this is what it looks like. And I think I got a full size from that PR package that I received from Urban Decay some time ago. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it right there as well. So it's very grippy. It is the first time that I've used it, though, that I remember. I don't think I tried the other one, but it pilled slightly on me this morning, so I am not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to try it a few more times to be sure. And what I had afterwards was a liquid highlighter and, like I said, the Cover FX creams. So it may just not play well with everything, which complexion products, that happens sometimes. So I'll just try, I'll keep trying it. How's that? And another one that I put on is another sample that I received in that haul, and that is the Lip Chemistry, I think it's called. And this is a sample though, it's not the full size, but it's still, the packaging is very similar and it's very comfortable. I have it on, just put a little bit more on. Hopefully don't have any on my tongue. I like it. It's very, very comfortable, and I think the color suits the look that I'm going to be working on today. And I also tried this sample, which is the, what's it called? The Inked Brow, 60-hour Inked Brow. You'll see a little clip up here because I went in and tried this one, which is Taupe. And that is what I have in my brows. It's the only thing I have in my brows today, and I really like the color. I did not use the little brush that came with it because it was just irritatingly small. This is the brush that I used that is, it looks relatively similar. But I will try that little brush that it came with. I knew it was coming on camera. This is the one that I used. And it's from Smashbox. And it's somewhat similar to the brush that comes with the kit, but this is just so small. I wanted to use a brush that I knew would work, and already using the new product was enough for me. And I think that's pretty much it. I do have the Zero liner from Urban Decay on my upper waterline, which I usually have when I start a video. And then for anything else on my face, I've got some Joe Fresh on, I've got some more Cover FX on. It's all in the description box for your ease of reference. Every single video that I film, I put what is on my face in the description box. If there's no room, because of the type of video I've already used the whole description box, I will have a link to the video where the products are listed. So, I mean, I do make an effort to be able to tell you what it is that I'm wearing, so you don't have to try to guess. And so as I go and do my look today, you're going to see a number of other products that I haven't tried yet. So it's a theme today. I do have my usual combo of Wheat and Desert on my eyelids to set my eye primer, which is the NYX eyeshadow base. That's all I have on, and I do that for most looks. So it's not anything unusual. And I am planning on using the Stoned palette today. I also have the Party Favors palette, but I won't be using it today. And I think I'm going to be going into the mini here as well for this one on the brow bone. So why don't we do the brow bone first, and then we'll go into this palette for the majority of the rest of the look. So I'm going to use Optimist on the brow bone, and I'm just going to use a regular Sephora brush that I tend to use for brow bone application. Usually brow bone we do last, but I just want to get this out of the way. I am really liking the way that, what's it called, inked brow worked. It was quite liquidy though. If that is a turn off to you, you may not like it. It's very, very little product does the job, but it was a little scary at the beginning because I thought, wow, this is the most liquidy product that I've tried of that kind of a pomade type thing. It's not a pomade. It is very liquidy. Okay, so that looks really nice on the brow bone. I'm not upset with that whatsoever, but I think that's going to be it for this little guy. And I did do a swatches video of these two palettes, which I'll put right there for you as well. Okay, so we're going to go into this one, the Stoned palette. And I am going to use the Stoned palette brush for the mattes that I'm going to go into. And I think I'm going to start with Antidote, this guy right here, in the crease. Oh, did you see the color? There we go. Going to do that in the crease with this fluffy brush. And I took out a bunch of brushes for what I would usually do if there's no brush. And I won't be using a bunch of the brushes that I put on my counter today because I forgot that this has a brush. Don't know why I forgot, but I forgot. We're going to do one eye, the royal we. One eye first, and then go and do the other eye off camera so I'm not wasting too much of your time. A little bit more, I think, of Antidote in the crease. Now, I don't intend to use the dual eyeshadows with the brush for the most part. I think I'm going to go with finger application today. Okay, so that was Antidote, and I think, which one do I use? I think I'm going to go with Third Eye on the outer lower lid. Just to have a little bit more depth. With what I'm also planning on using, I probably should have used Hexed. So let's do both. Okay, and I'm going to go into Hexed as well. There's a liner that I want to use that is actually not Urban Decay on my upper lash line, and I do have an Urban Decay one for the lower lash line. But as I indicated in my latest panning project, Project 10 Uses, I'll put that one there as well. I'm giving you a lot of videos. There are some products from KVD Vegan Beauty that I've had for a while that I really want to get more use out of. And so I am hoping to use one of those. I think it's going to go really well with the look. Okay, so that is relatively smoky outer eye here. And I think that that's enough for me to go now into, here's the one I really want to use, Bloodstone. But that's such a gimme for me, and I always shy away from these types of colors. So I'm going to go into Jaded, I think it's called. Yeah, Jade, not Jaded, but Jade. And I'm going to use my finger and go right into it. And I'm hoping, I might not go all the way out, but I'm going to go inner lid. I'm going to start off with a brush in the very, very inner lid and then use my finger. And so I guess I will use this brush for Jade just because I said I would use the brush for application where I'm not using a finger. So let's see how it works. These shadows are very, they're almost putty-like. You move product when you put your brush in, at least the ones that are very sparkly. So there's a putty consistency to them. I haven't really heard that much said about that in other videos. The product does move around to a certain extent, and that's not typical for powder shadows, but there's something about these that's more malleable. There's such a difference with the finger. So for folks who don't like to use a finger in eyeshadow, I would say please give it a try with these, or at least a silicone applicator, because you are going to have a different experience. Look at that. That is really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to go back into the, with the brush. And just go a little higher in the crease here. I'll have to go back in with my finger for sure. There are these interesting flakes in the shadow that as you manipulate it and the product moves around, it's almost like the flakes dissolve into the other type of shadow that is in the pan. It's just the neatest thing. They did some R&D on this one, research and development for sure. Uh-oh. Just made a big smudge by putting my finger down there. Ah! That's why Q-tips are so fantastic. But no, I made a really big mess. I have to fix my concealer. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, that was fun. I fixed the bottom of my eyelid here, or my lower lid, and let's go and just enhance the inner lid here. And I see I have some more sparkle, but we're just going to press on. Okay, I'm going to say that's enough. And I did do the brow bone. I think I did as much as I want to do on as far as eyeshadow. I am going to replicate on the other eye, and then we can talk about how we're going to finish the look. All right, I have my base makeup done as far as the eyeshadow. Let me just show you a little bit of what jade looks like now that I've used it once. And I don't know if you can see, I had my brush mostly in this corner, and it may be really hard to see, but there's some significant just displacement of product. And what I'm trying to explain is like, it's like between a powder and a putty, it moves around a little bit, and it's just a really interesting texture, and I do again feel like it is more putty-like and more malleable with the finger. So it's a little bit tough to get into corners, but once you can move to a finger, it's really easy to apply, and it really feels like there's somewhat of a tackiness to it, which I like. But we are done with this eyeshadow, and I want to move now to two liners. We can do, and I decided to do all the liner and mascara on camera because it is first impressions as well of a bunch of products. So I do want to use this, I think it's called High Vibes. Yeah, High Vibes, which is a the only stoned liner that I decided to pick up. So that's what that looks like. It has some gold in the kind of olivey green. So let's see how that goes. It's very creamy. Okay, well, I might as well do both. I am barely gliding on, so it goes on really well. And I don't think I'm going to smudge anything. Intentionally, I mean. So this is again High Vibes, so that's this one. And I also want to use Fife from, pardon me, not Fife, Hyde, from the KVD Vegan Beauty line. And the problem with these, you may have heard, is that you have to click them up, and you have to click, and all of a sudden a whack of product comes out. Well, I did do the click earlier today just to make sure it hadn't dried out on me because I have had it for a while. And this is how much extra product came out. So it's an alarming amount. So I'm going to try to use the same brush as I showed you went in my brows, and I want to try to see if I can save some of that product while using this guy. I think it has a mirror in it. Yes, it does. Okay, so I want to see if I can save some of that product by putting it on my upper lash line, and if it's already dry, no, it looks like it's fine. If it dries out on me, I'll just go to the pen. But I really want to use a metallic brown since I'm using a metallic green, and I think it's going to look pretty good. So if you have those liners and it happens to you, then you have the confirmation based on my experience today that you can save some of that extra that comes out. Okay, I like that effect. It's a nice coppery brown. Coppery chocolate brown, really. And now I cannot wait to use that Freak mascara. That's another first impression that I saved for you for this video. I have a little fly. I've got some fruit flies, something I bought at the grocery store. Gave me the lovely experience of having fruit flies again, even though it's fall time. And yeah, I'm going to be working on getting rid of those. I guess it's attracted to the light. I'm glad I used Third Eye because this liner really goes with that metallic aspect of Third Eye. Very happy with that, and I went a little bit far in with that liner. I'll fix it a little bit later. I don't feel like I went in far enough with High Vibes. So I'm just going to go back into this one and go a little bit further in. Okay. That brown is really growing on me as a liner. I did say I used 0 on the upper waterline, and I'm going to just reapply. I see that some of it came off. Okay. That works. And I have this Freak mascara. Now, I heard Samantha March talk about it, saying if you are patient and careful with it, it can give you some really nice lashes. So we are going to try it. So patience, Hélène. So apparently it gives, whoa, boy. Okay. Wow. And she is a falsies lover. And I'm starting to feel like, yeah, it definitely gives the falsies impression. Look at that. Look at my 2 eyes. That is one coat. Holy cow. I am definitely not putting that on my lower lashes. If you want a clumpy mess, maybe, but whew, this is really neat. Okay, you really have to be careful and not panic. It's like it deposits a lot, and then you can take it off. That is impressive. That's a one coat mascara. Holy cow. And I will not be putting that on my lower lashes. That is so good. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Wow. Okay. Whew. Another product that I did get in that mystery box that I got, that I purchased, was this Sin highlighter. And this is the outer packaging. And I would like to put some on today, and it is this one. And it makes me want the other one, which is kind of a pinky one, which is Aura, but I'm being good. I do have the Moonlight on, cream highlighter from Cover FX, but we're just going to add a little bit more. That's very nice. And I think I'm going to add just a little bit on the brow bone. Might as well just add a little bit to what I did with the mini Stoned palette. And I like it enough, I think I'll put it in the inner corner. And I'll use this Morphe M149 for that. And just put it on the inner corner. Okay, maybe a little bit more of that lip chemistry. And does it have a shadow name? Physique. I guess this one's called Physique. And just a little bit more. I think these go together, so I don't have a problem with that. And do I have anything missing? Well, there was one thing that I wanted to do as well. I'm trying to get more comfortable with pigments. And there's this Accessorize eyes that I got from Steph. And I just want to use it a few more times. It's in my 10 uses project. And I think that it would look really good with the product that I have on my upper lid. And I tend to shy away from green eyeshadow, but I think this looks good with the liner and everything. So I am going to just go and do that. So it's the only item that is not in my first impression specifically. I think I've used it 4 times at this point. I'm still getting used to it. And I do think it really goes well with the eyeshadow, so I'm not upset about it. The only thing I think I'm going to do, yeah, I think I'm going to go back into High Vibes, and I'm going to put it in my waterline as well. Because I don't want to lose that color. Okay, my concealer is such a mess today. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see. I have to fix it after this video. Holy cow. I don't know why I don't know how to do concealer today. Anyway, I'm going to just spray this. This is the All Matte setting spray. You know what? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to just fix my concealer before I go and do that. But you can know that I will be putting this mattifying ultra matte setting spray after the fact. So that's it. I have tried a new brow product, a new mascara, a new liner, a couple of palettes. Okay, just one out of here, but still. A new lip product, a new highlighter. What am I missing? The Grip Primer. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot from one company, and I really like the way that this look turned out. I think it's not over the top, but it's also kind of interesting to look at because there's a lot going on. Yeah, let me know what you think of this look. Maybe it's not your jam at all and you have some suggestions for me, by all means. Now, let me just show you those two stone palettes again, because I'm going to do a few more looks. I want to do a lookbook. So if there is a specific shadow in here that you would like me to use, please let me know so that I can plan for it. And I'm so impressed the brush did not fly out of the palette. And then this one as well. So I'll show you right side up. So let me know what it is that you would like to see using either or both of those palettes, and I will do a few more looks for you. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.